Greetings, I am Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator. Today with Watch Me Play It Solo. This is Terraforming Mars, the base game solo mode. Um, the expansions would expand upon it, and I believe Prelude would switch it out completely with a hit a certain TR amount. The goal for the base game uh, solo mode is max out the parameters. All the oceans, all the oxygen, all the temperature, and we have to do it by ourselves. Okay, so I've only I've forgotten to set up one last part of the game before going live. Yeah, it's on me, but you base game um, solo mode goes off of corporate era. So there's standard game and there's corporate era game. In standard game, you're supposed to start with one of each production. In corporate era, you do not. And going off of certain later maps for the game, you can see why they went with generalist for one of the milestones, because nobody does the standard game outside of maybe learning it for the first time. Okay, so we'll have our choice of corporations between Thorgate and Phobolog, and we'll have these 10 cards to choose from: power plant, fuel factory, building industries, natural preserve, rad suits, advanced alloys, water import from Europa, subterranean reservoir, Mars University, and aerobrake ammonia asteroid. Each card we keep is going to be $3, and it's going to be up to the corporation we start with for um, what our starting money is going to be. We're going to start with Thorgate first off and foremost. So, standard project power plants and power tag cards will cost 3 less, which will be good. And we're going to keep everything except Mars University and Aerobrake Ammonia Asteroid. And you may be wondering, why are these cities and forests here? As part of the solo mode, uh, cards are drawn and cities are placed and forests are placed around them, just for to hinge off certain effects. All right. Okay. So 48 minus 24, because eight cards cost 24. So that'll leave 24. Yeah, even though I have the big box for Terraforming Mars, I still have the old plastic tokens. But they're still in good shape because almost nobody ever played my copy. Let's start with power generation. All right, so I'm not waiting for other players. I can take all the actions that I want to take. So we're going to start off with power plant, cost 4, and give us more power to work with. And that is a power tag. It actually only cost me 1. Let me get $3 back. Yeah, I like to keep my tagged cards sideways and just like make a row out of them. And then we're going to need that power for fuel factory, which will reduce power but increase money production and titanium production. And that costs 6. Because we're going to need that titanium later on. Okay. And then the other power will go towards building industries. Reduce power, increase the steel production, which we're going to need for the others, further cards in this project. And then we go ahead and play. We'll go ahead and play Rad Suits just to get out of the way. There's two cities in play, which is one of the benefits of playing it solo sometimes. So 5 and change, and another money production. All right. The victory points don't really mean much, but sometimes it's fun to see if you can terraform Mars and reach an absurd amount of victory points in the process. So we've done nothing to terraform Mars this round. So, production. 2 money and 14 terraform rating is 16. 2 steel and 1 titanium. We reduced our power generation to 0, so we get none. And then we are now on generation 2. We have until 14 generations to finish this. So we now have 4 cards to work with. Okay. The virus does nothing to help us. The tropical resort requires being able to decrease our own heat production. The capital requires energy production. It generates money. It's no good to us right now. The Great Escarpment Consortium. So, always considered to have an opponent that you can take things from if needed. I'm looking at the remaining cards I have. Only one card's going to need to steal. So, we're going to discard all of them for now. And then get to work on making the rest of this work out. So, we'll spend 9 on advanced alloys. And that'll make the steel and titanium worth a little bit more. It'll work out in the long run. So normally steel is worth 2 to building tags. That'll be worth 3. Normally titanium's worth 3 to space tags. Now they're worth 4. So that's 4. And this is 6. Alright. Well, let's focus on the money production. So natural preserve will cost 9. Have 2 steel, that's now worth 3 each, 6. And then another 3 out of the 5 makes 3 and change. Oh, 3. 5 minus 3 is 2 and change. Ah, 2 and change. 1, 2 money. Now, I actually have the big box nice stuff, so we're going to go ahead and pull the nice little natural preserve out. Put it somewhere that will get us some extra resources to work with. Perhaps titanium towards water import from Europa. So we'll, or another card because none of those cards helped. So we're going to turn um, Ascaris Mons into a natural preserve, which will increase our money production for tourism because people want to see that untouched. And then the card for that location. Extreme Cold Focus. Gain a plant or add 2 microbes to another card. It must be cold still to play it. Okay. And I'm not quite to making water import from Europa happen yet. So, production 3 and 14 is 17. 2 new steel, 1 new titanium. Okay. And then we are on generation 3. 4 new cards to choose from. 3, 4. We just got all the expensive crap. Okay. Security fleet is all about building victory points with titanium. I don't need it. The Soletta generates 7 heat, requires space tag. Silliness. Because if I can get that early on, it's 26, 34. I might need to build up my resource allocation a little bit better first. Callisto penal mines. Money production, which is nice. Um, but we'll do without it. Space elevator, 27. Increases titanium production, which I need for the water import trick, and eventually Soletta. And I can send steel up the elevator for $5, which is more helpful than having it only useful for building tags for 4. So we're gonna keep these two. It'll cost 6, and figure out how to build off of this for now. I'm just gonna go ahead and drop Subterranean Reservoir as an event now because I need to get some kind of progress into terraforming. Gonna place it at the Viking site for 2 cards, and then events are stored underneath, just in case Media Archives comes up. Because actually, I just saw it fly by with the the game setup. But hey, if I cycle through the cards fast enough, maybe there's a chance to see them again. Oh, space station. So space cards are cheaper by 2, and uh, being from a thorium asteroid requires me to have a Jovian tag, but generates 3 heat and 3 energy. Alright, well, let's see what we can do next. Down to 9 bucks. Was there... Okay, this is worth 8. This is worth 6. That's 14. 20... No, 23. Not enough. Not enough. Well, can always play the space station for 10, which will make space cards cheaper. Alright. Well, I'm not really progressing much on terraforming in this game about terraforming Mars. So, um, production 3 and 15 makes 18. 2 new steel, 1 new titanium, no other underground effects, and generation. All right, full drink break. We have Pineapple juice. My work stopped getting it, the bottles of it, so I just get it from an actual grocery store. All right. And then we have four new cards to work with to consider going forward. Okay. Algae requires five oceans. It gives a plant and generates plants. If I focus on getting the oceans out, this will help. So let's go ahead and set that aside for a minute. Mining area requires that I already own an area in play and that I place it somewhere that's for steel or titanium, and I place the mining area there to increase the generation by one. Definitely hold on to that one. Robotic workforce copies a building box brown box effect. So I could develop my mining area next to the natural preserve and then have robots working on it for the ultimate irony. And then finally, industrial microbes for energy and steel production. Well, 12 bucks it is. Oh, all right. Okay. There's an order to this. Just remember what that order is. Okay. Mining area costs four. There's three, four. We're going to dig up rocks next to the natural preserve. So already placing it there gets me a plant and a titanium. It increases my titanium production. Then industrial microbes cost 12, 369, 12. Yeah. So I will gain an energy production and a steel production. Then I have 12 worth of titanium and 5 worth of money. It's not worth it. Not enough to continue this. We're just all sorts of screwing this up, aren't we? I don't see this ending too well. Well, only soul cards, but maybe, yeah, it's gonna take 12. And it'll be cheaper, and then, yeah, a lot of stuff to accomplish. Okay, well, production 3 and 15 makes 18. Yeah, I'm doing this whole live stream with the camera because I wanted to test how well the connection holds up. Um, there's like one section where apparently frames dropped, and apparently that was the only hiccup. So I'm thinking I can probably start trying to do more camera-based streams later on. Okay, so energy production. Any energy that's still here at the during the production step of the next turn will become heat because thermodynamics. All right, and now we are on to Gen 5. We are a third of the way through the game, and our progress has not been that much. We have 4 cards to work with. All right. Farming is going to take a while to get to, and I don't think it's going to be worth it in the end. Here's going to be an interesting combination. Regolithers, 2 microbes to raise the oxygen, combined with what I already have with extreme cold fungus. Put 2 microbes onto regolithers, use the microbes to raise the oxygen. This is going to be the card to focus on. But the question is, yeah, it's gonna take a while to build that up. And finally, we've got mining rights to continue to increase productivity and installation, which requires spending heat production to gain mining production. It's gonna matter. All right. So if we keep those 2, that's 6. And then buying them is something else. So we are still way off on all this. I may have already screwed things up, but let's just roll with it and see if there's any hope to make things better. Okay. Let's go ahead for water import from Europa. Okay. Is a space tag. It is 2 cheaper with a space station. 23. I'm going to keep track of what I'm going to have to pay for it. If I spend 5 titanium at 4 value each for the alloys, that's 20. I owe $3. Then we spend $3 for the 2 and change. And I now have water import from Europa. I can now place a cube on it and put an ocean into play, spending titanium as part of the cost. Going to mining rights, spending the steel, and placing that one anywhere that there's still steel and titanium production. There's titanium production right there. I get titanium per building it there. Okay. Okay. 4 and 8. Makes the 12 we need for water import from Europa. So we'll go ahead and do that. 4 and 8. Activate water import from Europa. That's me 2 and change. And I now have an ocean another ocean in play. It will go there for points. If I place next to an ocean, I can get money. But this gets me titanium, which will get me to the next water import power. Okay, I think when I played because that got me the titanium. Fuel Factory got me my other titanium. I forgot to raise my titanium for mining rights. Okay. So it's good to make absolutely sure you've done the entire card before going any further. So is that enough to get to anything else? It does not look like it. Okay. End of the turn, production. Old energy becomes new heat. Um, 3 money, 16, TR is 19. We'll throw in the 1 to make it a 20. Three steel, uh, three titanium, yeah, and an energy. And we're on generation six, and we're still fucking around too much. You have to build up an engine, but then you actually have to make it pay off. Okay. Greenhouses. Gain a plant for every city tile in play. It's a nice one-shot card, but I don't know. Make that work. Lightning Harvest requires three science tags. Um, has an energy tag that can make it three cheaper with Thorgate. Uh, adds an energy production and money production. So we'll see. Mass Converter requires five energy tags. It's three cheaper because Thorgate. Um, space cards are two cheaper, and science get six energy production. And finally, Domed Crater uh, requires seven or less oxygen, generates three plants. A city um, reduces energy production, increases money production. I mean, if I hold on to it long enough, it's just kind of hard now. I've I have a handful of cards already. I see the third science tag that I can pull off. I'm thinking holding on to Lightning Harvest, uh, but only Lightning Harvest. Okay, and then Water Import from Europa is available to use again, which might as well go ahead and do that. Three titanium is worth 12, thanks to the alloys. We'll put out the ocean. Do I have any parts I can, you know what, we'll put it here and get the two steel. With his terraforming the planet and gets me more on the TR rating. Okay. Space elevator is two cheaper, so 25. 25. So 8, 11, 14, 17, 20, 25. All right. The space elevator provides an extra titanium production. Thank goodness. Ooh, somewhere I dropped more frames. I'm hoping things are okay. All right. So I'm up to 4 titanium production, and now we use the space elevator and we sell off steel for $5. Okay, I now have $22 to work with. Great. There's currently 3 oceans in play, 2 more, and I can get to algae. All right. But first, we will go with lightning harvest. Wait, cannot play lightning harvest. I don't have my third science tag. Robotic workforce 9 gets me my third science tag finally, and copies a building effect. Ground box. Space elevator raises titanium. Um, so more energy, -1 energy plus titanium and money, minus energy and plus steel production, plus money, plus money, or titanium or steel, plus energy and steel, plus titanium or steel. What do I need? I need more titanium. But money would also help too, so what we're going to do is copy the fuel factory, reduce energy production, and increase titanium and money production. Okay. So the important thing was this has my third science tag, which will play Lightning Harvest. It costs 5 because of Thorgate. Increases energy production, increases money production. Okay. At some point, I will be able to play one of the big money cards. Not yet. All right. That was plain anything. Old energy becomes new heat. New money is 17 and 5 is 22. I have 3 new steel, 5 titanium. Let's take a silver cube. 1 new energy. And then we are on Gen 7. And 4 new cards to work with, which I will look at after I take another drink of the pineapple juice because I need it. All right. We've got kelp farming requires 6 oceans. I mean, I could get there eventually. Worms. Every 2 microbe tags you have, including this one, gets you plant production. Oxygen must be at 4%. Ice cap melting requires the temperature to be at +2. Place an ocean. At this rate, I can manage without that. Lunar beam. It'll be cheaper because of Thorgate. +2 money or -2 money production for +2 heat and +2 energy. Uh, these require serious consideration. If I get out the double team of extreme cold fungus and regulators, worms will actually pay off for sure. So that's what I'm going to focus on. We'll buy the worms, and then we'll have that planned accordingly. Okay, and those are available again. Um, go ahead and use the space elevator. Get extra $5 to work with, and go ahead and use the water import from Europa and spend 3 titanium for a new ocean. Uh, just start gathering up plants going this way. Okay, yeah. Okay. Extreme cold fungus. And it's cold enough to play them. It cost me 13. And play regular theaters. Cost me 13. And then extreme cold fungus to put 2 microbes onto regular theaters. That will then be spent from regular theaters to increase the oxygen. Finally. Alright. We have time to build up the oxygen before I can play worms. Still. Alright, I have $6 left. I got some steel, I got some titanium. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough to do any of the cool stuff I have in mind. So we end round 7. Old energy becomes new heat. 5 and 18 becomes 23. Ah. New steel, we got 3 more. New titanium, it's another 5. New energy, and now we are that's past the halfway point, and I might be screwed here. let's let's take a look here. Artificial lake at -6. Places an ocean in an area not reserved for an ocean. It's going to take too long to get to that. Mangrove, +4 temperature required. Place a forest, a greenery where there's a space for ocean instead. Uh, Deep well heating. This is cheaper. Ooh, let's clear these. It is cheaper with Thorgate, and my building tags will help cover the costs as well. Increases my energy production and raises the temperature, which is what I need to do. Black polar dust puts out another ocean, reduces my money production, increases energy or heat, which is what I need to do. So keeping those 2 cards is going to cost me 6. All right. We're going to space elevator up a steel $5. Going to uh, use the water import from Europa. Spend 3 titanium and give us our 5th ocean. Oh, it'll go here, which gets us 2 plants and $2 for placing next to an ocean. It will extreme cold fungus into regolithers to increase the oxygen. So ocean and oxygen. 5. I did not raise my tier the last time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 oceans, and 1, 2 oxygen. I should have 1 more. I should have an extra money. I have to remember. Did I lose frames again? Oh, crap. Anyway, I need to focus on this. Focus on this. Okay, that's 16 towards that. This is 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. People heating is only going to cost 10 though. And I don't have any other pending building tags, so I can go ahead and burn them all for it. Increase deep well heating, increase energy production, increase temperature finally. Increases TR. Black polar dust will cost 15. I will produce less money, but I will produce more heat, which I need to be doing. And I'll place an ocean, which will raise my terraform rating. And it'll go here for 2 plants and 2 money. Okay. And then we have 5 oceans at least for algae. Spend $10. You get a plant. Get 2 plant production. Okay. This is what's going to kind of suck. Is I now have 8 plants to make a granary, which will raise the oxygen in my TR. Problem is, the forest has to go somewhere I've already um, have something if I don't already have something there. So the choices are next to the mines, potentially for extra plants, or next to this option for $2 extra to work with. We like money. All right. So that's a 10 right there. 10 and 16 is 26. Okay. Now I won't be able to play worms until next turn. Okay. Okay. That's everything. Clear the actions. Old energy becomes new heat. Uh, we got 24 and 3 makes 27. 28, 29, 30. 3 steel, 5 titanium, 2 plants, 2 energy, and 3 heat. I make a little bit of everything now. And Gen 9. Unfortunately, the game's getting close to the end. All right. Earth Office, Earth cards are cheaper. I don't see any Earth cards in my hand that are gonna need it, so that can probably go. CEO's favorite project. Add a resource to a card with at least one resource on it. I don't have any of those cards. Unless I do it to regular theaters. Or nitrite reducing bacteria. Add a microbe to this card, remove 3 to raise TR 1 step. I'm not playing for TR, I have to terraform Mars. So that's not going to help me. And corporate stronghold. At a city somewhere. Reduce energy production and increase money production. -2 points at the end if it matters. This is a fairly cheap way to get in a city for sure. However, how does it help? It does act as an anchor for where I can place greeneries to that end. Unfortunately, they probably do without it. So, no new cards. All right, let's get to work. Space elevator for $5. So let's steal. Um, extreme cold fungus into regular theaters for the oxygen. For the TR for worms. 8. Every 2 microbe tags I have is worth of plant production, including this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 plant production. All right. Um, water import for Europa. 3 titanium is all we need. Place the ocean before it's DR. I'm going to place it. We'll place it here for the card and hope for the best. Land claim ain't worth crap. I'm going to go ahead and sell the card for a buck. If you can sell cards, they're not going to play for money. All right. So 6 times 4 is 24. Soletta and Beam from a Thorium Asteroid are 2 cheaper each for having space tags. Beam from a Thorium Asteroid is another 3 cheaper for having the energy tag and for Thorgate. to scoot things down just a little bit. Let's see that. And we'll go ahead and play. Soletta, 24, and then I need another 9. So 10, 1 and change. Soletta increase my heat production 7 steps. Now generate 10 heat a turn. I don't know if it's going to pick up enough to make much of a difference, but it's something. Being from a thorium asteroid costs 27, and I am 1 short. And I'm 1 short. Fuck. Well, I play the critical card that needed to be played first. Alrighty. Clear the actions. Old energy becomes new heat. 3 and 26 makes 29. Or 30 if I throw in a cube. Okay. And then 3 steel and 5 titanium and 4 plants. We'll trade in a 1, 5, 2 new energy, 10 heat. Okay. Gen 10. Oh, this is rough, man. Okay. All right. 4 new cards. Okay. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Nuclear zone. Place a tile, raise temperature 2 steps. Yep. Pour hydrogen. An ocean and either 3 plants, 3 microbes, or 2 animals. It'll be cheaper with the space station. And it'll get me plants too. Physics complex is for points. I don't need it. Viral enhancers. And play a tag with a plant, microbe, or animal. And get a plant or add a resource to that card. I can get an extra plant out of it. And potentially get some more plants going forward. All right, $9 it is. Okay, first things first. Fungus into Regolith for the oxygen and the TR bomb. Steel up the elevator for 5. Um, water import from Europa, or have the patience and wait for the temperature to go high enough to unleash the other ocean for free. We're gonna wait. We're gonna hold off on it then. All right. Hmm. Nuclear zone. $10. Raise the temperature twice. Raise my heat production once, and another cube. So we go up 2 on TR, and where are we going to put the absolutely over the top as fuck mushroom cloud? Uh, I mean, this isn't my city or forest, so put it here. It's $4. Problem. Or we'll put it here and get a card. Maybe we'll get some more interesting options out of it. Heat trappers goes to my hand. Reduces any heat production by 2 and raises energy a step. Uh, I'll probably end up selling it for $1 um, after the action's fully resolved. Yeah, that goes here. Okay. Imported hydrogen is 16 minus 2 for space station is 14. In titanium, that's that's going to be 3 titanium and $2 because I do want to have full titanium available for other stuff. All right, I will get the 3 plants out of it and an ocean. The ocean will raise my TR. The ocean is going here for a plant and $2. $2. And the event moves away. All right. Um, viral enhancers, so that whenever play anything going forward that's got plant tokens, plant tags, or microbe or animal tags, get a plant out of it, or an extra token on the card. So bonus plant. 8. Shit, is even worth it at that point? I have to wonder. Yeah, fuck it. We came this far. 8. 28. It's 18. 20. 27. And increase heat production 3 steps, energy production 3 steps. Okay, okay. Cost all that. Now to look at what I got left. I have played every single card that was in my hand, and I have no way of getting others unless I play some down here. All right. Okay. Let's start building crap the hard way now. Temperature bumps. 1, 2, 1, 2, and TR or and heat production. Just realized whenever I say and TR, I sounds like NTR. Oops. So not send the wrong messages here. Okay. Um, 8 plants for a greenery, which will raise the oxygen, which will raise the TR. And where's it going? I mean, I was complaining about I didn't mention cards. So I'll go here. So we'll get a card. Ants. Remove a microbe from any card and add 1 to this card. It's worth points at the end. It's not worth it though. I'm gonna go ahead and sell the ants for $1. Yeah, I'm just patient enough. I'm gonna go ahead and oh, that is pain. I'm gonna spend the $23 and hard play another greenery. Raise the oxygen. Raise my TR. And it's going to go here for a plant and $2. One plant, $2. Okay. And that is the extent of everything I can do right now. We're closing this gap quickly. We can manage this. This is guaranteed. I think I can pull this off. Just bear with me. All right. New production. Old energy becomes new heat. New heat is 15. New energy is 5. New plants is 4. 1.5. 5 more titanium. 3 new steel. 4, 5. And then 3 plus 34 is 37. Yeah, I've yet to try solo mode with all the corporations, but this one seems to be working out decently. But then again, it hinges on actually pulling the cards that work with it. So, Gen 11, this round and the 3 rounds after it to make absolutely sure I succeeded this. Okay. Acquired company, more money because that might. Well, actually, that might actually help though. Going into the last few rounds, having more money to work with. Livestock does not help terraform Mars. Uh, it just adds animals for points. Import events, GHG. More heat production does help. And then finally, Zeppelins. Um, money production for every city on Mars. There's only 2. So what I'm going to take are going to be the acquired company and the import of advanced GHG. So that's $6. Whatever the money's referred to in the game. ME. Mega euros, I think. All right. Reset these. Okay. Extreme cold fungus into regolith heaters is an oxygen bump and a temperature bump for that special oxygen threshold. Space elevator. Send steel up the elevator for $5. There are no more places I can play on this map that would get me cards. This kind of sucks, but this should have enough to pull this off. Advanced import of advanced GHG is a space tag, which will be 2 less. So 7. Uh, we'll overspend on titanium. It's done. That's fine. It increases heat production 2 steps. And the event goes under the corp card. Uh, come through. Okay, the microphone's not picking up the phone ringing, thank goodness. All right. 10 for acquired company. Um, increases money production by 3 steps. Okay. Well, here we go. 16. Heat is 2 heat bumps, is 2 TR. 8. Plants is a greenery. Is an oxygen, is a TR. Where's that greenery going? It's going next to the mines because I need the plants. Okay. 23 is hard play greenery, which will raise the oxygen, which will raise the TR, which will also go next to the mines for two more plants. So that when I get my four plants next turn, I can have another greenery. Alright. That was it for this round. Old energy becomes new heat. And I get more heat. 17 heat production. I'm gonna just add another 3 and make it 20. 5 energy, 4 plants, turn a 1 into a 5. Um, 5 more titanium, 3 more steel, and then 6 plus 40 is 46. If I have to, I will bomb the planet with asteroids and raise the temperature that way, because standard projects are cool like that. And we are on Gen 12. All right. 2, 3, 4. Right. Industrial center. Increase steel production. Has to go next to a city. That's not worth anything. Quantum extractor. 4 science tags. Space tags become cheaper. 4 energy production increase. No. Opponents. May not remove your plants, animals, or microbes. I ask, what opponents? And then finally, restricted area. Spend $2 to draw a card. Holy shit! I will keep that card because anything that gets me cards at the end game here is gonna help. I'll reset those actions. Okay, and we have to. That's right. I did not buy it yet. It is in my hand. Before we do anything else, let's go ahead and do the usual. Extreme cold fungus into regolith eaters. Increases the oxygen. Increases my DR. Send metal up the elevator for $5. Okay. 24 heat becomes 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Okay. Of restricted area costs 11 and lets me place the tile somewhere. Where is it? This neat little facility of doing stuff. Let's place it here to get the plant and $6 to work with. Yeah. There for the plant and $6. Okay. And we'll go ahead and spend the $2 on the restricted areas effect to draw a card. I do. Olympus Conference. When you play a science tag, including this, either add a science resource to this card or remove a science resource to draw a card. Let's spend the steel on something. That's what we'll do. So we'll spend 4 of the steel overpaying. We'll have the Olympus Conference, and as a science tag, it will get a science resource. All right, for later. All right, 8 plants for the greenery somewhere. Somewhere that gets more plants and Potentially more money. The Noctis City place is reserved, isn't it? I don't think anything could go on Noctis City except Noctis City, so. Reserve locations, files. Yeah, it's fine. Page 5, place the tile. Okay, what was it? Oh, um, no other tiles can be placed there, so I cannot place it there. But we have this for 2 bonus points. Okay, I now have a crap load of money to work. The next 2 turns, cold fungus and regular theaters is 2 oxygen bump for sure. The next 2 turns, I'm generating 34 heat is 4 heat bumps guaranteed. Plus the leftover 5 is another 2. So at the very least, I need to make 1 more greenery, which I'll get from the plants. I need to focus on the temperature, is where I'm at. So let's go ahead and spend 28 and raise the temperature twice. Raise my TR twice. And then I should be in a position that I can pull this off. We'll just go ahead and go through the procedures. So end of turn, old energy becomes new heat. I reset the actions. Um, okay, new money 46 and 6 makes 52. Make it 55. Nah, actually the singles might be useful. The 2, the 50. 3 more steel. 5 more titanium. 4 more plants. 5 new energy. 17 more. Well, I can raise the temperature quite a bit now. Okay. And we are now on Gen 13, and let's see what cards we get. Anything helps at all. Take it. Okay. Screw it, let's actually go for the points, Open city. Reduces energy production, increases money production, adds plants, adds a city tile. Requires 12 oxygen. We'll do it. Giant space mirror. I don't really need it. Biomass combustors. Again, I don't really need it. Imported nitrogen. The TR bump, 3 animals, 4 animals, 3 microbes, 2 animals. There's 4 plants. Yeah, release. And add microbes to extreme cold fungus for that one. Or 2 regular theaters, and then get the plant from extreme cold fungus instead. Be amusing. So those 2 cards will cost $6. Alright. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that first. Imported nitrogen is 2 cheaper with space station. Cost me 21. Um, out of titanium, that's 5 and a buck. You get a TR bump, 4 new plants. Three microbes on something. We'll go regular theaters. And I don't have a card for animals. And it's not a science card for Olympus Conference. I'll go ahead and use regular theaters, spend the two microbes, and bump the oxygen, increase my TR. We'll go ahead and use Space Elevator because just have more to work with. I want to go ahead and use the restricted area for the card. Just just in case. It might be something helpful. Earth Catapult. Well, why not? It's only, the end of the game anyway. 23 for the Earth Catapult. And now all my cards are too cheap for. Of course, I'm getting this card at the end of the game when I'm done buying stuff in the first place. So, Open City, at least 12 oxygen. Um, -1 energy production, +4 money production, +2 plants. I still need to pay for it. 3 against 18. 3 times 18. 3 times 6 is 18. So another 3 will cover the whole thing. All right. Okay, let's place it somewhere. Not very comfortable conditions yet, but what freedom? Where do I want it? I mean, points and money. Okay. Okay. Greenery. We've got 8 plants to raise the oxygen and my TR and place it somewhere. Um, next to my own city for that end game fun. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And now all the heat that I still have. Yeah, we're good. So 24 heat is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Freeze up this ocean. It's another TR. It's gonna go. It'll go here for $4. Oh, one. 1 to a 5. All right. Okay. 15, 22. I'll have to manually raise the temperature in that case. And then next turn, yeah, we'll just let's just go through the process. Old energy becomes new heat. New heat is another 17. So where is it? Two more. New energy. Okay. 4 plants. Um, 5 titanium. 3 steel. And then 10 plus 53 is 63. Okay. Through these actions. Final generation. So now I've accomplished everything that I need to accomplish, just about. I have enough heat to raise it two more, and I can manually raise it if I remember to hold on to the money. I can put out one last greenery, but the cold fungus into regular feeders thing um, will do that just as well. Anyway, all right, so let's look at points. Um, it's too late for Dust Seals. Speaking of cards that came way too late, um, Giant Asteroid. Um, I don't really need it. Great damn. Um, Cards Formations. This is the new one for the big box game. Um, the big box expansion. So I actually put a dam out here next to an ocean without occupying an ocean space. It's a point. I'll hold on to it. Commercial district. Wow. -1 energy production plus 4 money. 1 BP per adjacent city tile. So what I'll probably end up doing is setting up a city here and remaining greeneries there to maximize it. Yeah, that's probably going to be the best of it at that point. So we're going to hold on to those two for $6. All right. And then I don't need to do the regular theaters combo because I'll be playing a greenery anyway. So we will extreme cold fungus to get the plant. Um, a little space elevator for the $5. All the much. And restricted area. Let's spend the $2 for a card. Uh, Solar power. It's worth a point at the end of the game. It's also energy production. All right. It's also cheaper thanks to Thoriate. Okay. So without having to worry too much about the math later, we'll do the two heat bumps. One, two, one, two. Spend the 14 and do the last heat bump we need for that. I have 8 plants to do the final my greenery wherever the hell I want. So let's start setting things up for the commercial district. Hard play 2 cities is 50. I'll raise my money production 2 steps, and they're going to go here and here. This will get me 2 plants and $4. Let's go those cities out there. There we go. That one there, and that one there. Okay. Commercial district. Minus energy production plus money production. And the commercial district is a special tile. Where the hell is it? It is this wonderful looking mall. All right, it's gonna go in between. Okay, so I'm paying with steel. So there's 6, 16. Okay, gonna go right here. All right, it's worth points at the end, and we'll go ahead and throw the last greenery out. It'll go here for a plant and $4 and less oxygen. If I play any further greeneries, I don't get TR bumps for that because it's not raising the oxygen. But I can continue to play greeneries anyway. Alright. And now it's just a matter of points. Just for the fun of it. Great Dam is 3 cheaper because Thoriate. So exchange from that. Increased energy production. And let's show it off. Oh, there it is. A little lottery bit at the end. Okay. Replace it for maximum money making. Right there. Um, gets $6 for 3 oceans. Okay. Raises energy production 2 steps. That's a point at the end. And finally, solar power is an energy production. But most importantly, it's a point. And it's 3 cheaper thanks to Brigade. Okay. So that just leaves what else? What else can I do? Another city. Let's place that city right next to all those greeneries right there, because holy crap, what an opportunity. Oh, I think it's one more plant as well for the location. Okay. Uh, Final production with final greeneries. Um, this is for the points. I've achieved the goals I needed to be achieved for the solo mode. All the oceans, all the oxygen, all the temperature. So there's the 4 greeneries that I'm getting, 4 plants I'm getting plus the 4 that I still have is one more um, next to a city. Preferably between 2 cities if I could do so, but I'm not in a position to do so. So it'll just go here. Okay. All right. Mission accomplished. Solo mode is a success. But then the question is, what's my final TR? So I made it to 57 off of terraforming and other stuff. Got no points from the other events. Lippers Conference was a clear waste because I never got to make use of it. But it's worth a point. All right. So here we go. No, +1. Um, Water input from Europa is going to depend on how many Jovian tags I have. Space elevator is 2. Theaters. Olympus Conference is 1. Earth Catapult's another 2. Do I have any Jovian tags out of that? Where's the beam? There's that one. Okay, we'll set that aside for a minute. Solar power is worth 1. Great Dam's worth 1. Commercial district is worth 1 for every adjacent city. So there's 3. Open city. Nuclear zone. Oops. Lightning harvest. Natural preserve. Rad suits. Um, Water import is worth one per Jovian tag. So per itself and the beam. And then the beam from a thorium asteroid takes the 73. Figuring in actual scoring from cities and greeneries, we've got this city is worth 4. This city is worth 4 is 8. This city is worth 2 is 10. This city's worth 1. 11. And then the greeneries. So 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So effective final score of 93. Yep, that is watch me play it solo. Terraforming Mars. Um, this has been a long time coming. I've discussed this before as an option for um, maybe if I'm out of ideas uh, or something, I would do it as a video. I'm doing it as a live stream precisely because it's kind of a special event of being probably the last Watch Me Play It solo video. And I'm getting to the end of my board gaming content as it is. I have one last game coming this weekend. Board Game League is the finalist tonight, but I have no clue if I'm going to win the game, if I'm going to win the door prize. I honestly don't care. Um, both games, I think they're interesting ideas. I'm just not interested in either one of them. But I'm still gonna show up and I'm still gonna try because damn it, I paid into this league. You know. Yep. Um. So upcoming content: the board game short for Three Kingdoms redo, and the video and short for the game coming around the end of the week or so. And that's going to be it for board games. Um, my primary focus from here on is going to be on PC games and playing those and chatting about whatever's going on in life. I don't really have a lot going on in life right now, which is kind of why I wanted to make something, focused as much as possible on gameplay and such, and the mindset going into the decisions and all that, and just oh, I still have to work out things regarding um, content going forward. Again, life is just I don't know, probably not very interesting to talk about in terms of chatting, discussing, and everything else. So focus on the games and try to make that experience the best that I can. All right. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Pillar Nexus, the Ancient Gladiator, and I will see you next time.